said that these scriptures only apply if it's a godly man, right? Right?
If it's a man that is being led by God, yes.
That's the only way you'll follow him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 Samuel 25 and read verse 2. That is incorrect. That is an American black women destroyed mind state. Right. And we're going to show you how black women in the Bible, how they got down. Read that.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 2. And there was a woman in Mammon whose possessors were uncommon, and the man was very great. He had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats.
This is a rich man. Come on.
He was shearing his sheep in cattle. Now the name of that man was Nabal.
His name was Nabal. Black man named Nabal. Go ahead.
And the name of his wife, Abigail.
And the name of his wife, Abigail. Come on.
She was a woman of good understanding.
She had good understanding of the Bible and of how to be a wife. Read.
And of a beautiful countenance.
And she was beautiful, like all of our sisters are. Right. Read.
But the man was churlish.
The man was churlish, meaning he was rude, rough, arrogant.
Evil.
He was evil.
In his doings.
In his doings. Would you describe this as a godly man? No, he was not. Now, I'm going to fast forward the history. He disrespected King David and King David's men. Listen up, brother, listen up. Nabal disrespected King David and his men. King David was going to kill Nabal. Abigail saved his life by coming and speaking to David and bringing him gifts. Now, if the black woman was to save the black man's life, what's the first thing she gonna do when she get home? Oh, she gonna be like, nigga, guess what I did to... You would do that, right? Yeah. Jump to verse 36 and see what a beautiful black Israelite woman of good understanding did. Read.
Verse 36. And Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house.
Nabal was having a party, a kickback. He rich, he can do that. He has no idea what happened. Go ahead.
Like the feast of a king.
Read.
And Nabal's heart was merry within him.
His heart is happy because he has no idea. He almost died today. Right. Read.
For he was very drunken. Wherefore she told him nothing.
She did what?
She told him nothing.
She said what?
Nothing.
Why? Because she understands order. Right. He's having a party. He's hosting friends. He's in his own world. She didn't come kicking the door. Guess what I did for your black ass today? Right. Like some of y'all would. Even though he was not a godly man. Right. She still maintained her righteous and submissive role. Right. And he was a rude man. Right. And listen, you know what she allowed? You know what she allowed? She allowed God, listen, she allowed God to judge him. She allowed God to handle him. And did God handle him?
That had nothing to do with what I said. That is still not...
Everything to do with what you said. No. You said you won't leave unless you're a godly man.
You didn't understand. You didn't understand.
So make it clear for me, please.
Okay, what I'm saying is that her behavior was humble and submissive. But she was not led by him.
Yes, she was. She was 100% led by him. Show me where she wasn't. Show me where she wasn't. That's the mind of the destroyed black woman in America today. Give me Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Wait, come on!
She's probably saying she respects.
She made that up. She made that up. Stop it. Stop it. She made that up. She heard the verse. It made perfect sense. And she's moving the goalpost. That's not what I meant, but it's what you said. Right. She said, because I reiterated it. I said, okay, well, explain it. She said, if he's not a godly man, he can't lead me. That's not the example that was given to us. But when we explained it, no, guess what? She'll do the same thing to her husband. Right. When he tries to talk some sense to her, when he tries to come out the Bible, she'll walk away and disrespect him. Right. Where did she learn that from? Where did y'all learn that from? Read.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 44.
Read.
Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee.
Against a proverb is a wise saying. Black people, they have a certain specific time for us. What is it called? No, color people time. You know, Black History Month. Color people time. And it means we always what? late. Okay, you want to hide something from a black man, put it in what? A book, meaning what? We ain't going to open that book and read it. That's a proverb against us. This is what's going to be said against black women. Read.
Saying, as is the mother,
As is your black mother,
so is her daughter.
y'all the same exact way. Your mother ran your father out the house, and you going to do the same thing.
Right.
Your mother was all up and down 125th, busting it open, and guess what you doing? The same thing, except y'all call it day parties. Yeah.
I say all the
Yeah.
time, it starts at home.
It starts at home.
I say that.
God say the same thing.
I say that all the time.
So, why she looked old enough to be somebody's mother? Meaning what? If she has sons, you think the sons is being built up in a godly way on how to rule their household? Hell to the no. They being taught how to be what? Simps. Betas. And guess what y'all do? Y'all walk all over them. You know?
I honestly think
You're a submissive woman?
I am, and I do know.
Are you submissive? Right here, you submissive? Let me ask you something. Hey, time out. Why do you have all these tattoos on your face? But does God like it? Show me the scripture. Hey, those be good Christians. Let's deal with tattoos real quick. Under these arms, I got 2 sleeves.
I was about to say, leave me alone.
I didn't know. You got them all on your. But it's only a matter of time when you come home and she got a big white Jesus on her face. Like, I just felt inspired by the Spirit. Tattoos are unlawful. You got tattoos? Right. Okay, good. Tattoos are unlawful according to the Bible. Talking to you, brother. And you have a cross on your neck. That's ungodly. Listen, you love God, right? Then stop moving and listen to the Bible. If you love God. Watch this. Read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28.
Bring it out.
You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the any cuttings in your flesh for the day.
Read.
Nor print any marks upon you.
Nor print any marks upon you. Who wrote that? God wrote that. But we get all tatted up, and we don't stop. Now we getting face tats on our eyebrows, our cheeks. That means that we hate ourselves. Yes.
To be honest with you,
Don't lie to me.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right.
I always wanted tattoos since I was younger growing up.
Why?
I'm in love with art. I draw, I paint. I do a lot of that stuff. I was infatuated with art since I was young.
Okay.
Right. So as I got older, I got my first tattoo. My grandmother was away from me. She was in Puerto Rico. As I got older, I'm gonna say like in my 20s, early 20s.
Yeah.
That's when I found out that she was against tattoos.
Yeah.
I cried. I wish I'd never got a tattoo. If I'd have known my grandmother felt like that, and her meaning behind it, like she runs a church.
Yeah.
So like if I'd have known, I would have never got a tattoo, bro. Like, she was away from me. I'm separate.
But now you know how God feel about it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She was related. Yes, she runs her church. She's the
Yeah.
first one there. She opens it. She closes the church.
Yeah.
She's in PA. I remember him saying he drove from PA.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my grandmother in a little while. I've been meeting in the balcony, so we playing in the balcony.
So now when you go see her, you can tell her, Grandma, I ain't getting no more tattoos.
Yes, I said at some point I'm gonna stop.
Hey, my brother, he on the phone. I want to hear the mindset of somebody that gets a face tat. Now you got one on your ear. You getting closer. You getting closer and closer.
I wouldn't do my face.
But you did your neck.
I just my neck.
What's the difference? We have to love ourselves according to the Bible. We have to get our self-esteem from the Bible. You know what else that goes into?
Take my piercings out. I was thinking about like.
Now it's not unlawful to have piercings. Pasha, give me 1 Peter 3, and read verse 2. Because y'all can decorate yourselves, but just do it according to the scriptures. Our foremothers are beautiful, but here we've lost our true image, and now we look to every other nation but our own in the Bible for the standard of beauty. Watch this.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 3.
I'm gonna ask you, Sean. Don't be mad at me. You gonna be mad at me? Don't be mad at me. You gonna be mad already? All right, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm gonna give you time to not be mad. Go ahead.
Whose adorning? Let it not be that outward adorning.
So, us as black people, we tend to make our identity the clothing that we wear. Right? The outward adorning. God said it shouldn't be that. Stop. Social media is full of it. Stop.
I see I'm not a social media person.
Look around. 99% of the people are. You be on social media? Sis, right, you be on social media?
Yes. Not really, but like a little bit.
Sometimes a little bit, okay. Culture, black culture especially, we celebrate the outside, the clothes, the matching this, the other. Especially in New York, y'all fashionistas. Right. Right? Go ahead. See, look.
We like fashion, but
Who's
it's like
adorning?
earrings
Let
or
it be not the outward adorning or plaiting the hair.
Or plaiting of the hair, meaning braids, because you got nice braids in, you got your locks in, you got your braids in the front. The question I was going to ask is on the top back half. That's yours? That's yours? First, right? Let me ask you something. That industry, who's that ran by?
The Asians.
The Asians.
Yeah, the Asians especially.
Now, where is that hair coming from?
it's either plastic,
It's either plastic
Or it's human hair.
or it's human hair from where?
Which carries energy as well.
Which carries diseases. They say they clean it, it got bugs all up in it, and the black woman will spend her whole check to get that, what is it called, Kanekalon? The sew in, the bust down.
From the sky. Give me that. Follow.
Yo, Israel, what y'all doing? We need y'all to comment, like, and subscribe to IUIC Atlanta 2.0. Stop playing games.
Let me ask you something. What was wrong with your hair? What was wrong with your situation? What God gave you? Nothing. So why you go to the Korean man and purchase some fake hair? Get out! When yours is made in the image of God, that woolly texture that our women love or hate so much, that's the image of God.
Teach! Who's adorning? Let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting of the hair and of wearing of gold
And the wearing of gold.
or of putting on of apparel.
So it's saying, oh, sister, don't leave on this point. There was more to the story. Come on.
But let it be the hidden man.
Let it be what?
The hidden man.
So what is it saying? It's not about the outward appearance. It's about what's inside. A lot of sisters, they feign the Christian godly woman, but when you start to talk to them and you start to unpack their mindset according to the Bible, you find that they're evil as hell. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah chapter 30. I'm going to show you the mindset of the black man and the black woman in the Bible. I'm going to show you, especially here in the Bronx. That's where we at, right? Especially here in the Bronx.
Oh, come on. Especially in New York.
In New York, you're right. Especially in New York. Y'all a special type of crazy. Read it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
What does God call us?
Rebellious children.
What does God call the black and Hispanic man and woman?
Rebellious children.
Would you agree that we rebellious? Yes. The Bible says one thing, we read it, we close it, we say hell to them. I'm doing what I want to do.
Right.
The Bible says no tattoos. I'm going to get it on my neck, my ear, my eyes.
I never read the Bible. I never really understood it like that when I did try to read it. So
I understand.
I know
I
these
understand.
words.
Word.
So that's why I ended up doing these things.
Like I said, I did the same thing.
It was because of the absence of my grandmother. I'm going to be honest.
I get it. It's because we are destroyed as a people. We don't culturally teach God's laws.
Right.
We culturally teach feminism. We culturally teach politics.
Right.
We culturally teach the rap industry.
Right.
But we do not culturally teach God's laws.
That's right.
At all. We don't teach identity. Tribe check. You said, what's your father's nationality? What is your father?
My dad is Puerto Rican.
So you will be from the tribe of Ephraim. Give Ephraim a round of applause. We got Ephraim out here. What's your father's nationality?
He's a black man, but my mom did mention that we are Cherokee Indian.
So you are what your father is. Get that in Numbers chapter 1.
I'm a black man.
You are from the tribe of Judah. What about you? You are from the tribe of Ephraim.
That's right.
You gotta do it right, bro.
Ephraim.
Ephraim.
Oh, no. You're from the tribe of Ephraim. I'm outnumbered. I gotta be careful. Watch it. You are what your father is. Watch what we talk. Oh, you, my brother. What's one of you?
Nationality right now.
My parents are Durian.
From Nigeria?
Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
That is.
Zebulon, bro.
You are from the tribe of Zebulon. What tribe you from? Right here. You are what your father is. What is?
You gotta go back to first, kid.
I learned so much today.
How you know?
I'll probably
And the good thing is,
From where?
my mother always told us this.
Up on the bottom? Mexico. Mexico. Now, I said culturally we are not taught God's laws. First, we're going to understand how you are what you are. Read that.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Read.
And I assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Read.
And they declared their pedigree,
Their lineage, their bloodline,
after their fathers, by the house of their fathers,
their mothers,
of their fathers,
their grandmothers.
of their fathers.
So you are what your father is.
Right.
There's no such thing as mixed inside of the Bible.
Right.
You understand? Give me Titus 3:3. I said culturally, we were not taught God's law.
So if my mother's family, I'm from Jamaica.
Yes.
My grandfather was from Jamaica.
Your grandpa's from Jamaica.
My grandfather was from
Yes. She is from the tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
So you don't mix them. So I'm nothing of my mother. I'm all of my
Yes, because the seed carries the nationality. The seed, that's why God is against interracial marriage. Yeah, did y'all know that? Did you know that?
I'm listening.
Okay. Did you know that God is against interracial marriage?
Just because I keep the Sabbath, I'm a seventh-day Adventist.
Okay. Can you? Okay. So, I asked a question. Did you know that God is against interracial marriage? You didn't know that. Deuteronomy 7:3.
Wake them up.
You can marry within the nation of Israel all these tribes, which are the best looking, by the way.
That's
But you said something like that. All of these tribes you can marry within. The other nations, the so-called white man, Korean man, Arab, because they have biblical names. You don't find Korean. Can you find black person in the Bible? Can you find Puerto Rican in the Bible? So what are you? Excuse me. Y'all, did y'all know that God is against interracial marriage? You knew that? You knew that God is against interracial marriage? Huh? Did you know that God is against interracial marriage?
No.
You didn't know that? We're going to read that and then we'll read something else for you. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3.
Read.
Bring it out.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Read.
Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his sons.
Come on.
Nor his daughters shalt thou not take unto thy sons.
So the Bible says we're not supposed to be mixing races. You know why? Because we'll end up following their customs and their laws. For example, Leviticus 18:22. When we were in the land of Egypt, there were sexual deviances that the Egyptians were doing that God told us not to do. I'm going to read one. Damn, where you go? Then you ran off. Yeah, that's spirit. That's spirit. Huh?
one people, right?
Huh?
In different colors. How are we interracial?
If we're one,
Yeah.
One.
like all brothers and sisters, it's the same.
You talking about the human race?
Period.
Deuteronomy 32:8.
Or just a human race.
Okay.
How is it interracial?
Can you find human race in the Bible? No.
Okay.
Is there equality in the Bible? No. Let's see something. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8.
Read.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
He divided to the nations their inheritance. He didn't group them all in one melting pot called America. No, he separated each race to their own land. Read.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
He did what?
Separated the sons of Adam.
No, they were all democratic and unified together.
Separated the sons of Adam.
He separated each race. Right. Read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
And he zoned off each nation according to where his children are. Why? Because we, the Israelites, are his favorites.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 7:6. That's why he don't want you marrying the white man, because the white man is beneath you. That's why he don't want you marrying the white man. I got you.
Take care.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Come on.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
I'm sorry. Do you need
Yo.
glasses?
Hey,
And that's
yo.
ain't equal
Hey, yo,
to?
let me ask you something. Why are you
Talk to
saying
me.
God doesn't like interracial marriage? I'm black, white, and Spanish.
Then let me
I'm
read-
like,
let me read
nah,
it.
yo, that's racist,
Do you
bro.
believe in the Bible?
No, shut the f
Do you
up.
believe in
I'm
the
black,
Bible?
white, and Spanish, bro.
You
I'm black, white, and
believe-
Spanish.
If you don't believe in
Yo,
the Bible,
bro,
you can
say
keep
something. Bro,
If you
how
don't believe
am I
the
supposed to
Bible-
control that? How am I supposed to control on black, white,
Why
and
are you
Spanish?
being emotional?
Because, bro, that's mad racist, bro. That's mad racist.
I'm gonna go back in the
Bible, nigga.
Keep it pushing!
It's like a dick.
We ain't gonna stop just because you emotional. Romans chapter 3 and verse 3.
Bring it out!
Guess what? I guarantee that he's some form of Christian or he was raised by one. Christianity breeds effeminate people, especially the men. Watch this.
The book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 3.
Read.
Some son did not believe.
What if he don't believe that God is against interracial marriage? Read.
Shall their belief make the faith of God without effect?
Is it going to make the word of God untrue?
God forbid.
Hell to the no! I don't care what the effeminate Hispanic man has to say. Let God be true. Matter of fact, read on.
Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar.
Read that again.
Yea, let God be true,
Let God be true,
but every man a liar.
and every man a liar.
Right.
Emotions make you a liar. I don't give a damn what the Bible say. Then why are you here?
Right.
If you believe what you believe, go teach what you believe down the street.
Bring it out.
But you see what interracial marriages breed? Confused and emotional people.
Right.
Broken and destroyed people.
Right.
That's why God said, don't do it.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word